Awesome. All right, you have to help me give the biggest Phoenix Comicon welcome to Mr. John Barrowman.
You're gonna have to go see a chiropractor now. Get your asses in here, I'm about to start, and close the goddamn doors! You love my hands? Oh, see, this is the thing. You're all expecting me to take off my pants, so I'm not gonna do it now. Don't start asking for things right off the top because you don't get it if you ask too quickly. Lesson I learned in life, don't ask things, if you want something, don't want it too quickly because you might not get it, so shut up! I'm gonna make you wait.
Well, actually, from our conversation backstage, he's not gonna make you wait too much. We have lines on either side for you to line up and ask your questions. Please do that now, gently. Don't run, don't kill people.
Can I have a little bit more feet of bounce up here from the moderator and also from the questions? Because at the moment I'm getting bounced from the back and it's very difficult to understand.
There we go.
Thank you, because I want to understand what everyone's asking. So get to the questions quickly, because we're going to just go right to it. I think that's the best way to deal with it.
All right, which side do we start with?
Let's start with eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's get a question from a hoe.
My question is, out of the 3 current doctors, which was your favorite to kiss?
Well, I only kissed one in the program, and that was Christopher Eccleston. David, I kissed as David. So we swapped tongues. What else? So Christopher, I would say, is probably. Well, Christopher was. It wasn't a sexual kiss that I was doing. It was more. Sorry to rearrange the furniture, but it just seems so formal. There we go. It wasn't a sexual kiss between Christopher and I, because I also kissed Rose. And what I wanted to make sure, and when I read it, I thought, oh my God, I am the first male and the first actor to ever kiss the Doctor. So for me, that was a groundbreaking thing, because, and also as being a gay man myself, it was a huge thing to have on television, particularly in the audience that was going to be watching, which was a family audience, young kids, young adults, and everybody was going, oh my God, do you think we could do it? Do you think we could? And Russell and I were like, just do it. And the parents are the ones who are going to have the trouble with it. It's the kids will be like, yeah, so what? 2 men are kissing, big deal. And that's exactly what happened. But Christopher was a good kisser. I wanted to show that Jack loved the Doctor and Rose equally, so if you ever go back and watch that again, which I know a lot of you do, you are going to see that I kissed them in exactly the same way. And that was a choice by me, because I didn't want any sensation, because newspapers do that. They'd be like, John Barrowman kissed the Doctor because he's the man, kissed him longer. Shut up. I can't hear you. Can you put that mic up a little bit? Put that mic up a little bit so it's right in front of their faces like it's me. Yes, doctor, what can I do for you?
I know that they didn't ask you to be in the anniversary special, which I...
Yeah, so why are you asking the question then?
I don't disagree with that. I'm wondering if since then they've seen the error of their ways and they're going to ask you to be in season 8.
I don't have an answer for you. And you know, again, every day on Twitter I get asked that same question, and I'm ignoring them now because it's not that I don't want to answer it. It's just that it gets me when because I feel like I'm explaining myself, and then I sound like I'm someone who's ungrateful and being bitchy, which I'm not. The fact of the matter is, I wasn't asked. I would love to be part of it. It's been a huge part of my life. They might have a reason which they haven't told me why, and I totally get that. As an actor, I understand that certain things move on, and we have to move on. Consequently, why I have moved on to other projects. But, all this stuff, even this morning, someone tweeted, no disrespect, but I don't believe you because so-and-so has talked about it. Well, nobody has talked about it. No one has asked me. No one has asked me to be in any more Doctor Who. It hasn't come up, so I am not lying. I'm telling you the truth. And for some reason, they just don't want me. I knew that would get you. But you guys have the power. And if they blame it on my schedule, it's not true because I have always made time for Doctor Who and Torchwood because I love Captain Jack. I love the shows. I would bend over backwards to make it fit, and the fact and once I finish this thing, that's the last I kind of want to talk about that because it does get me upset a little bit. But the thing that I don't, the thing that I want to make sure is that it's not when they blame it on me, that it's because of my work schedule and everything, they're lying through their teeth. They haven't asked. Thank you. You're welcome. But having said that, if they did ask, I would love to be back. Yes, over here. Hi.
Hi. Thank you for the big bear hug yesterday.
You're welcome.
And
Because are you an otter or a bear? You're kind of in between right now, right?
yeah,
That's okay. There's the bear who's going to be hugging you later. Go ahead.
what's your favorite food?
I love that you asked that. My favorite food, I am not a vegan, I'm not a vegetarian, I'm not a complete meat eater, except on a Friday. I only eat fish when it's on a plate. I don't know why you're all laughing. So I'm not fussy about food. I love food. I enjoy my food. That's why I have some love handles. And you know what? I love that you love your food or whatever, because I'm the way everybody embrace who you are, the size you are, as long as you're happy, who gives a shit, right? So, my favorite food. Scott and I have a thing when we travel, and when we go to a different city, and unfortunately he's in the UK at the moment because it's his parents' 60th anniversary, and one of us had to go. So I was like, I'm going with my peeps. So we always, when we travel, the first thing we do the next day we get there, we go and have a huge, big American breakfast. Pancakes, bacon, sausage, egg, waffles, you name it. We fill the table and we eat. And then we go back and we lay on the bed and go, what do you want to do? Well, not that, because I can't move.
And speak some Welsh.
Sorry?
Speak some Welsh.
Speak some Welsh. Bore da croeso. Croeso I Phoenix. What else? Nos da. Those all different phrases. You don't know what I said, do you? No, so sit down.
So, I know Doctor Who is a TV series, but...
Oh my God, you're so intelligent.
Thank you. So do you see a movie in the production of Torchwood?
I have no idea, again, because I don't make those decisions. Torchwood is under the wing of, I think, BBC Worldwide and BBC. And what I will say is that my sister and I wrote, I think, a really fantastic Captain Jack story in Exodus Code, which is a book that we wrote, which is out, which you can all get. It continues on from where we left off, in a sense. I think that would make a great movie. And the more I'm doing over here in the States, the more it allows me to get those things done, as that's all I can say. But, you know, Torchwood might be back as a movie in 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, we just don't know. It's up to Russell, and Russell is our father, as we say, and so, and you know, when that time comes, again, if they want me, I will do it at the drop of a hat. Thank you. Yes! Do you want to sit down? You don't have to stand up, or are you just hurt from what I did to you? You're so flustered, yes.
What's the question that you always want to be asked but you never get asked?
How old are you? You're 12. Okay. Here's a story. The thing I've always wanted to be asked. Oh, I've never thought about it. I haven't really been thought about that, and it's because I get asked a lot of questions, and I've pretty much been asked everything. But I think if off the top of my head, a question that I would always be asked. Oh, I want to make it a good one. I don't want it just to be frivolous. And also, you're 12. That is a great question, and it stumped me because everybody knows I am normally never stumped for words. So can you do me a favor? Stay there, and then let me think about it as we're doing this, and I will then have the answer by the end, okay? Awesome. Because what'll happen is it'll fire in my brain at some point, and I'll go, that's the question I've always wanted to be asked. Yes. Meow. You know, you're in Arizona, it's not Alaska.
If anything happens with you and your partner, can I have first dibs?
You can have them. If you want to deal with the farting in the bed in the morning, you can have them. And I ain't kidding either. He's got a cute face, but that's like Mount Vesuvius. What? Like you all don't fart in Phoenix.
I mean you.
You mean me?
Oh, my wife's gonna be pushing.
If you did, well, I'll ask Scott, but if you did, you'd be happy to come because, girlfriend, you would be a princess in my house. I'd have a different outfit for you that you could change every hour. You would have anything you want. You'd have a horse and a carriage outside white with a big princess thing on it. I'm like, where are you going today, girl? You're like, I'm off to school in my carriage. You go. And everyone, she'd be riding down the street. They go, there's that little rich bitch going down the street. I'd be like working my ass off to pay for the horses and everything. Come on. Great, thank you. Yes.
I want to say.
I can't see your face from that camera. Put it down so I can. No, just hold it down. There you go. I want to see your face.
I want to say first off.
No, put it back up again. I'm kidding.
First off, I loved at San Diego Comicon your Nerdist podcast. I listened to it. It was the funniest thing ever. Second of all, I'm a really big fan of Arrow.
Yes.
How do you?
And you come to my table yesterday.
I
Yes,
did,
you
but in cosplay.
That's right, you were.
How do you prepare for Arrow compared to Doctor Who and Torchwood? Because it seems like definitely a different character.
Well, yeah, it is. I'm so glad you made that observation. One's an asshole, one's not. To prepare for it, you know, I have to be honest with you, and I've said this at other panels and things. I don't go that heavily into that whole, I've got to become this person, I've got to feel the inner self being, I've got to walk like this when I'm getting ready, and I've got to take 3 deep breaths before I say my lines. That's all bullshit. Right? Get up, put some personality into it. We've all got those people inside us. That's the way I look at it. So there's a bad guy in me, there's a bad guy in you, and it, you know, we all just control those emotions and things a little bit. But the thing that's great about acting is we get to go in front of a camera and throw them all up in front of you. And that kind of preparation is the kind of, I just live in the moment. And everybody who works with me backstage and doing this, like, I live literally my life day to day. I don't, although my schedule is planned for the next 65 gazillion years, till I get my head chopped off and I'm put in a big glass case and I swell. Although my future is planned, I don't. I'll say to someone will say to me, what are you doing tomorrow? I have no clue, because when I go to bed tonight, that's when I look at what I'm doing tomorrow, okay? And I feel that I can then live my life honestly in the fullest in that way. So I do that with my characters too. I learn the lines before I go, but I don't rehearse them. All the people who work with me will say, do you want to run lines? No, I don't want to do that. I know my lines. I'll just do them when I get in front of the camera. And then, you know, unless it goes completely wrong, which it does sometimes, you get in front of the camera, so it's spontaneous, and then you rehearse there and you do it. And that's kind of how I do it. Does that kind of answer the question?
Yes, it does.
Good, lovely.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, first of all, I want to say I'm like a huge fan of you.
Thank you.
And you're one of the reasons that I want to become an actress when I get older.
Awesome.
And also, my question is, who would you rather kiss, Benedict Cumberbatch or Martin Freeman?
Well, considering I just saw Star Trek last night. Yeah, y'all didn't know that. I went to the movies, sat by myself in the front row with a big thing of popcorn and some Sour Patch Kids and a bottle of water. It was brilliant. I think well, because I'm with an Englishman, I think I have to go with Benedict. You would too. You're too young. How old are you?
12.
Oh, Jesus. 12 going on 42. Yeah, no, so I'd say Bennett, because Bennett, he was, he was pretty, he's so tall in comparison to the rest of the cast. Did you see it? Yeah. He's like 72 feet 4, and what's his name who plays Kirk? It's like, what? Thank you. Obviously didn't make an impression on me, did he? No, he's got really cute butt. He's got a cute butt. He does, he's got a cute butt. I just didn't know his name off the top of my head. But yes, but Benedict here, him here, well, Thank you very much. You're welcome. And good luck being an actress. Yes.
What's one of your favorite experiences with a fan at Comicon? Like, have you ever met somebody and you're like, I want to be your friend in real life?